Stop working so hard. Ever since I became an adult, I started being part of the working world. I never understood why people were always so concerned about work rather than just paying the bills. Because imagine putting all of your energy into something that is just so unfulfilling. You go there to pay your bills, and honestly, that's about it. At least that's what my old manager told me because he was a chill manager and he understood that this job was just not the point or what he wanted to do in life. Maybe you make some friends here and there when you go to work, but in reality, most people would like to go to their job and do what they need to do and then just go home. I didn't start working until later, probably until my early 20s, which honestly is probably pretty privileged at this point. My parents cared more about school and my grades rather than starting work early. I wasn't a straight A student, but I still did well. I got A's and B's. I wasn't really a C student until probably like senior year, just kind of stopped caring. I understand that some people start working when they become teenagers because they either have to help their family or that's just kind of how their life goes. And sometimes I wish I had that life to help me understand more of work. But now, as I got older, I wouldn't agree with working hard, at least working hard for someone else. Work hard at a sense of purpose. Don't waste all of your energy at a corporate job. Personally, for me, I'll never give my 110% at a job that I do not care about unless they gave me some sort of incentive to work hard. If the job does not involve commission because you're on like a salary or something, then what is the point of putting so much effort into something and waiting years to get a raise when you can just job hop and probably get a raise by doing that? If the job does involve commission, then be my guest and work a little bit more harder so you can gain some more money. I just don't want to give this job all of my energy when I have, energy to do other things that I enjoy. Like I want energy so I can keep the house clean and I have time for my chores and get them done, and plus doing whatever I want or whatever adulting I need to get done as well. I want energy to put work into my creative hobbies, which are also my side hustles because I do not want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I want to have energy for my friends, going out, getting food, learning new skills, going outside and touching grass, and just having time to do whatever I want in my free time. There are people who understand this, and then there are people who don't understand this. People who are fine with their job and just take it super seriously usually don't have much going on for them outside of their life. Their job is their personality, which is kind of sad in my opinion, and I'm glad I'm not one of those people. There's so much more to life than your job. Plus, I want to have energy to keep making YouTube videos for this channel and my other channels. Another thing is with these corporate companies is that you're just a number. You've heard this a million times that you're just a number to most of these companies unless you're working for smaller businesses or maybe even a startup. But in reality, they still view you as a number because you're helping them profit and stuff like that. So why would I put all this energy into a company that is just going to lay you off or treat you as a number? Like, I'm not going to be doing that. It doesn't really make sense to me. Don't put all your eggs into one basket, anyways, because they can just lay you off in a blink of an eye. At least that's what happened to me, and I was making good money for this company too. I was doing better than most coworkers around me. I wasn't number one, but I was still doing good. But I don't know. Also, if you are at a company, make sure you are like very good, like goody two shoes with people and like making good connections with them because it's personally very hard for me because I don't like having to deal with people and being told what to do all the time just because people are just really annoying. I kind of just want to work for myself and hopefully I can get that eventually. And at this point, I'm just really not going to be putting in 110% at any other company I'm going to work for ever again unless it's myself. And I'm just not going to do that again because it's just stupid to me. Another thing is that there's always drama with whatever company you go to, wherever you're working. There's always going to be so much drama, and I don't really understand why. And it just doesn't matter where you go. There's always going to be people talking about whatever, or talking about somebody, or someone is sleeping with someone, or married couples are flirting with each other, and it's just wild. I mean, you are around these people for 8 hours a day, so that's probably why. But I'm just sitting here like people take this job so seriously, yet they're talking smack about their coworkers or they're like cheating on their spouses. And I'm just like, this is some crazy work, I guess. But I understand you're not going to get along with everyone in your life, but you think since you care about this job so much that you wouldn't be, you know, causing like work politics so much, but I guess as humans we are flawed and we do like drama, and maybe that's why we spark drama in the workplace, because the workplace is just super boring and we need some stimulation. And I don't know, most of the time I usually just sit back and watch the show. I might even grab some popcorn and kind of just see what goes down. Another thing is that work will always be there. Like, just repeat after me. Work will always be there. You do not need to slave away for a company or bring work home with you unless you really need to. The task will be there tomorrow or whatever it is you need to do. I promise it's actually not that important. It's not like this place is going anywhere unless someone burns it to the ground. And if someone did that, I would probably be happy. People have to remind themselves of this, because I personally am not the person who wants to bring work home, because why do I need to do that? I'd rather just do what I need to do at work and then go home and have my leisure time. Anyways, guys, this stuff only applies to people who are working a job that they don't want to work and they don't want to work a 9 to 5. If you are working a good job with good people and you genuinely like what you do, then ignore everything that I just said and be great at what you're doing. However, remember to always take breaks, drink some water, and to let yourself relax. Because the last thing you want to do is regret your life saying that you worked too much. And I know there are a lot of people who say that. So I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people who was on their deathbed and is just like, well, I wish I didn't work so much. Or honestly, my biggest regret would be working for someone the rest of, or working for someone else the rest of my life. And that's just something I don't want to do. Anyways, guys, it's almost 2 a.m., so I'm just going to wrap this up and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.